Hi everyone, it's Judy. Welcome back to Rose Lane. Today we are going to be working on the memories of the Meadow again. I'm making this just huge. It's driving me crazy how it's not the book. I think I just hit the camera, sorry. Not the book driving me crazy, it's beautiful. It's just that I want to do so many things and that's what's driving me crazy. Okay, so anyway, what I wanted to do, I came up with this, and it's not like, a great big deal here. It's just something we're going to throw together, just a little tag with a tag kind of on it. Just as a tag to put in somewhere. Now, if it's going to go into this other thing, I don't know. But this is, let me find, I think it was this signature. You could see this is just one of the two writing signatures, and I'm not done yet. Okay, was it this one? No, I don't. Oh, I think it was the other one. Hang on. Hang on, I'm coming back. It's in this one. This one too. This one's got a little less in it. I've got a little way to go, but this is, I'm looking for putting something in, oh, for goodness sakes. This one, this pocket, okay? So I was gonna make a big tag. Then I was like, well, maybe I'll just make a fold over tag. Then I was like, well, maybe I'll make like a little folio type thing. Or maybe I'll make it a little journal. It's like, oh, I drive myself nuts. I really do. But anyway, that's that one. That's what we're going to be working on today. Let me just put this back. I finally cleaned up my desk a little bit so I can actually work and find some things, though I've lost several things. Like an 18-inch ruler I can't find. It's amazing how I can lose stuff. But anyway, that being said, I'm going to just put this to the side for a quick minute because I started doing it and then I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but might as well turn on that camera. So this is just going to be a little tag. This is card on the back. This actually goes this way, and this is one of the that's okay, it's gonna be covered. This is one of the papers from the from Tatty Treasures and or collage type, as is this. This is a little part of a collage page, and this is going to be a tag. And what did I do? Oh, because that's on another one. Never mind. Never mind. The fairies that I'm using have come from different places, though. This is Memories of the Meadow. Designer papers. I wanted to make the story to go along with it, and in the stories, fairies are very prevalent. So I am using fairies in a variety of styles. Well, maybe 3 different styles. Some of them I made very, very tiny, which you've seen in some of the other pages. Some are like this, and that was from the small ones that I got were from one place. These are from another Etsy shop, and these are from another Etsy shop. So I've got lots of fairies. Plus I'm using the little fairy books, which are like this. So I will be using these books more than likely as well, within the, I believe my idea for now is to use these in the middle part where the story is. So, which we haven't even really gotten to yet. So all we're going to do here is I just made this little card. I made a little strip to make a side tuck. Make sure I'm doing it right side up. There we go. Well, then the pocket would have just been on the other side, but then she'd be facing the wrong way, wouldn't she? Okay, let me clean out my glue. If I don't use it for a little while, it gets stuck. Let me find my pin. Just So over here, try not to poke myself this time, because last time I did this, I poked myself. Just kind of do that and rub it around the inside edge. Try to pull out the stuff that's stuck. Okay, now let's check this again. Right side up, right side up. Okay. So we'll do this. We're just going to put this together. I hadn't any specific place. Oh my gosh, do you think I could make a straight line with glue? Oh, apparently not. I didn't have a specific place that I wanted to put it. It's getting clogged again. Let me see if I can get this out with my finger. Maybe. So I was just, starting to make tags, and I saw that and thought, oh, that would be cute. Maybe I could do this, maybe I could do this, and I'll just make a little tag and put it to the side. So it may go in the piece that we're going to try to make today, which I have not really hardly at all started. Just a wee bit of an idea, which for me could be dangerous. Just saying. Okay, there we go. Oh, my little wipey thing back down here. Okay. And, okay, that's good. Good. Might have to trim that little edge just a wee bit. Just a wee bit right here. Get that. There we go. And my ink. So I'm very proud of myself. I cleaned off my desk 70%, and it's somewhat functional. How sad is that? Ay. Somewhat functional. Okay, and she's just gonna go on here, and I don't think I'm going to do anything. I may give her a little lace edge or something. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm gonna cover this because I wanna use the other glue. And if my fingers turn blue, I apologize. I had my junky sweater on, and I can't believe these words are gonna come out of my mouth, but it's really starting to get dangerous wearing that sweater. I get caught on doorknobs, I get caught on furniture because the holes are so big and there's things hanging. My fingers get caught in the strings that loop, and oh my gosh. I really hate to say that it may be time to just let it go. But I just don't want to. It's been with me for so long. So, but it really is, I'm serious. It's getting bad. It's getting really bad and dangerous. The sleeves get in my way when I'm working here now, and I have to roll them up, and they don't always stay up, and yeah, so I'm gonna have to break down and find myself a new sweater. But that was just one of those ones that from the day I got it, I probably got it in like Walmart or something, or Kmart, for those of you who even remember a Kmart. Okay, she looks about good there. I have to hold her up. Okay, I think, yeah, there we go. And from like the first day I got the sweater, it was just so comfortable, which is how it got into the condition it's in now, and why I haven't let it go for 20 plus years. So I just flipped her little shoe backwards, so I'm trying to wipe the glue off the edge there. So I'll glue her on, and then I'll just give you a little peek. Don't laugh at my sweater now, guys. So this is just gonna go in here like that, and she's just sort of peeking out there. So here's my sweater. It's right behind me. I'll start with the less offensive part of the sweater. So you can see, look at the can you see that? So my fingers keep getting caught, like they go through and they get caught in all of these things. Mostly it's my thumb. So yeah, so that's pretty bad right there. Okay, now we'll go with the next least offensive thing. And this is the back of the sweater. So we have a little hole right there, right? That's not bad. That's not bad. You could live with that, okay? Okay. The next least offensive is this side where you can see through it, okay? And there's holes, couple holes up here. This is like under the arm here, okay? That's the arm. And then there's this, which I don't even know will fit in frame. Then there's this. This is the right side of my sweater. I get caught on doorknobs on this all the time. It's worn through over here. It's extremely sad. That was the buttonholes. The buttons are gone years ago. Anyway, that's my sweater, guys. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to give it up. So, all right, so thinking what would I like to do here? Let me see, this is part of this, so let me put that over there. I love the sounds of these bags, but they really are, they can be quite annoying after a while, especially when they're on film, especially when you can't find where to open them. All right, I'm in here somewhere. There we go. Okay, let me see about this. I don't know. I don't know. Let me put her in here. This might be a little too peachy for this. I think I have a pale pink. It's going the wrong way. Too much. I don't know. I'm not going to fuss with that right now, but that's just a cute little tag writing on the back. I don't know if I'll do anything back there. Can even write in there, and then this cute little, and I might put something on her. I don't know. I need a little more glue here. I don't know. Like I said, you just never know with me. I go back 100 times and I was like, oh, look what I found. I could put this on this page every time I find something new. So anyway, so that's just a little fairy tag right there. I'm going to put her back down here in my little shoebox, and we're going to take a look at this. Now, I have half an idea for this. Let me put that over there. Let me put this over here. So the pocket that I showed you was big enough to take a 5.5 by 7. Could actually be a little bit taller, but I wanted to be able, like the other fairy, to be able to see her, okay? A little bit, at least. So I took out a book page from an old etiquette book. So it's talking about, I don't know, being a nanny or doing light laundry or whatever it is. And I put it down here on the page like this, on the cover. Am I facing the right way? I am. It's just a little bit shy of the 7 inches, so I'm probably going to end up just trimming this edge a little bit. Don't want to take any more than that. I really want the size. I don't know. So we'll just see. But what I did was I put it down with this, which I think, let me see here. I'm gonna tear this off. So I don't need a whole lot here, some lined paper. I'm probably gonna go with the other side here where you can see some of the staining. Okay, like that, okay. Or this way. Yeah, so you can see a little bit more of the staining there. That might be what I'll do. I don't know. But what I did was I put it here, and because this was just so big, I had printed like a 2 to a page kind of thing. It wasn't going to go all the way up to the top, as you can see. So I drew down where I thought I would want it to go. So I think what I was thinking was I was going to move this up and bring the wording up to the top. Yeah, that's what I was thinking because it still fits. And then I just drew a line to about where I wanted it to go. And I started tearing it, and then I was like, you know what? Why don't I turn on the camera? So let's continue to tear this very old, fragile paper as close as I can to this pencil line that I drew. I don't want to fold the paper because at worst it'll keep the fold. Well, at best, I should say, it'll keep the fold. At worst, it will just snap, and I don't want to do that. So, okay. So we're going to do this here. Okay, I'm going to keep this because I may, on the spine, as it were, put some lace, so that would be covered. So what we're going to do is go ahead, and I'm going to mark with a pencil right here, just roughly under the line. And then, oops, I didn't get this line. Well, it goes pretty much straight down. Okay. Then I'm going to decide where I want to put this paper. Okay, so I need to, let me put it up a little higher so you could see what I'm doing. I'm lining it up at the edge, and I'm going to come, this is my edge of my book page, so I'm just going to come in a little bit further and move this over this way so you can see, and a little higher than this, so we're going to go like kind of maybe right on that line. Okay, and I'm going to take that out there. I'm going to take, now this should work, this is theoretical, remember, I'm not, things work in my head, not always in my life. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to kind of follow this along here. Okay, and we're just going to go ahead and tear that, and let's hope I've done this right. This should go up and under the paper. Doesn't have to be perfect, it just, and I could have cut it with scissors, but I'm not sure that the straight edge, I think the rumpled edge, you know, kind of will show a little less under the book page when it's glued down. Again, just a thought. I don't know. Just a thought. I am going to erase this line just in case. No need to ink it because it will be under the book page as well. So we're going to take this and we're going to go ahead and glue that down first. So let's do that. Now I didn't pre-cut anything because I didn't really know what I was going to be doing. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can to put it together tonight. It may need some decorating, and I'm sure it's going to need tags. I think I'm going to spend most of this video doing the construction of it, as it were. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this, actually let me open this if I can find the opening. There it is, so I can be sure I'm at the edge. All right, and really, have I lost something already? Apparently I have. I've lost my little wifey thing. Really? I cleaned the desk and everything. All right, well, I'll take a new one. Golly, I haven't moved. Oh, I found it on the floor. Let me put this one back so I know where to find that one. Okay, I probably knocked it down when I was showing you my beloved sweater. My husband looks at me when I'm wearing it and he's like, please, I am begging you, get a new sweater. Just opened up my bin because this tape was coming up where I've cut into it, sliced into it, but I'm not giving it up yet. Okay. As you can see, this is how I am with my sweater. All right, so we're gonna do that. Now we're gonna go ahead here and I'm gonna fold this one back. And what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna end up slicing this off, which is, well, maybe not all of it, but part of it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably have to go back on the very, very edge here, but let's try this. Okay, I'm still using the big opening on this bottle. I'm just going to try to go along the edge of this here because I know the book page does cover it. The trick is don't glue the edges, so I glue the thing shut, right? Okay, get off of there, you. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do with this, since the book page is so fragile, it's not really thin. It's that old kind of mass make paper. It's not the best quality. It's kind of thickish, but not the best quality. So I think what I'm going to do as soon as I pull all of my hairs out of here, which is apparently my hair, okay, I'm just going to kind of smush it down a little bit. This really, I've never found the Fabri-Tac to really leave ridges or anything, but nonetheless. All right, so now I have to be particularly careful where I place it because there is no going back on this. So I think that is good. Close enough. All right. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna rub that glue. Did go over the line a little bit here, but that's all right. Okay. I had a book that I wanted to use, and I think it's over here, but it was so small that I really just, I couldn't use it, but it's really old. It's falling apart. It's an O. Henry book. So you can see I've torn things out of it already. This one was, even the cover's coming apart, 1920, but it was just too small for what I needed here. Falling apart, like I said, but I keep it here. I think this, where did I put it now? Oh, goodness. This etiquette book, I think, as you can also tell, it's falling apart, is like 1940 or something, I think. 54 was the last, so this would have been 1954. So yeah, it's Amy Vanderbilt's Complete Book of Etiquette. That's what that is. So, all right, so I am going to now take my scissors. I need to go back and get a different color handle of scissors. I have another pair just like this. They have a white handle because all my other scissors in here, well, many of them I should say, have black handles, and they're usually my pinking shears. I have a couple or three sizes, and the scallop ones, and yeah. So I'm always looking And I'm always grabbing the wrong pair because they all have black handles. So I'm going to leave this because, you know, who knows where I can use that. So I'm going to put that over there in the scraps. This I don't need to keep. Okay. So, well, I'm going to do that later because the glue is wet. I'll trim this off in a little while. So I was thinking about putting her up here. There's like a little writing space down here. I don't know how I'm really going to decorate it. I need, before I put lace on there, I need to do the back. So let's get some paper. Get this because I can see, you know what, I don't really need to trim this because that paper will just go right in. There's just a little bit of a pokey out edge there. All right, let me find my paper. My whole sheets are where are my whole sheets? I just put all this stuff away. You think I'd find it? This is fussy cutting. Aha. Yeah. That was hard to find, right? Look at the size of this thing. Oh, mama. My brain is so fried. We spent 2 days. These are the inside pages. So let me just go behind these, or the middle pages, I should say. Go behind these and grab. Well, let me just grab all of this for right now. Some of it's got more things I can fussy cut, but put this over here. We have to decide what we would like on here, considering this pretty little thing and the page that it's going on. So I was considering using a combination of this, which this one is going that way. Let's see, I should have more of those in here. Some printed on cream, some printed on white. I'm gonna hold that to the side. Some are on one thickness, some are on another thickness, some are on a different paper. This is on, okay, you know what? I'm going to pull the white because I have 2 of them. Okay, this is on a light cream. The other one's on a dark cream. Oh my goodness. All right, let's, ooh, I can use that too. Okay, cool. All right. Let me put these papers back in here. I'm desperately trying to keep things organized. Like I said, I've got a few things going. So I have set up these shoebox bins on the floor over here next to me to try to to try to get myself organized here, and trying to work out of one bin at a time, and as I'm using stuff, put it away. Well, you know, I don't have to tell you guys that that's the way it ought to be, but that doesn't seem to play out in my life very well very often. Yeah, so I spent a few hours last night. Instead of doing the videos that I wanted to do, I spent several hours just kind of cleaning up and trying to put some things away. And I have lots of things because when I see people using stuff and I think, oh, that's really nice, or I'd like to have this or that or whatever, and then I get things, but I don't know where I put things. And when I move, I have even more of a problem. So, So I am trying. I know I've got a couple lines on the bottom of this because my printer was starting to run out of ink when I printed these. So do my best to avoid them if I can. Get that one. This one. Now, my original thought, I had cut 2 of these smaller pieces, and I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to, well, I'll show you, but I was going to make a pocket on the inside and with one part of it and then fold it over and either make a pocket or a flap or something on the back. And then I just realized that like while I was doing this video with you, I can't do that on the front because I have a front cover. So yeah, so that's not going to work. This will end up getting dolled up with flowers and butterflies and, you know, some other things, but that's the basic idea. I may do hang on a minute, hang on. I think it's in this one. I did spend a day putting all these things into these little shoe boxes. Is it in here? Yeah, I have this. I may do that, but I don't know how well it's going to fit into the pocket if I do. So, but I may do that. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay, there's an idea. I'll have to try to remember that. Okay, I had nothing that it was in, apparently. No bag. Maybe I did, and who knows what I've done with it. All right, let's put this one back. I also have this, but I don't want that on here. No. Okay, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I just have to remember that when I come to decorating it, which very well, I'm just gonna put this back on the shelf. Hang on one second. Which very well may be the next video, so that I can get something up for you guys while I'm gone. Okay, so these are gonna go like this. So let me put her to the side. I want to put this on the back, and actually, you know what? Let me, bigger trimmer. Now that the glue is dry, it's a little more heavy duty, so I can go through that and get that off. Okay, before I glue that back part on or anything else on, trim off where the book page didn't cover. So let's go ahead, and is this not straight? I don't know how I manage. I put it in the scoreboard, and you would think they'd be straight, right? They just seem to be. All right. Clean this up. All right, there we go. Alrighty, let's get this going. I'll put this on. Hey. So I spent Thursday night, well, let's see, we got home Tuesday and we got home late. We didn't get in until nearly 10 o'clock. Actually, it was 10 o'clock, maybe even a little bit after. And we were just both exhausted. And because we started out on the Thursday when we left for our vacation, we drove 5.5 hours to my brother's house in New Jersey. We had one day on Friday, and my son came up. He only works until 2 o'clock. His plant closes early on Fridays, so he only works till 2. and on Friday. So he came up when he was done work. He went home and took a shower, and then, you know, came up for dinner and et cetera, et cetera. Make sure I'm putting this on the right way. And so I'm going to open this up again. I'm going to make sure I am in the correct place. There we are. I'd rather trim, because I'm a little over, than to not have it covered. So anyway, so he came up, we had dinner, my son, my brother, and I, and my husband, of course, my husband. And then my son went home, and actually, no, my son stayed overnight. He came up on Thursday night when we came. It was later, but we had dinner that night, and then he went home. But on Friday, he came and he stayed at my brother's house, because he's a half hour further east, south, but east. But we were going south and sort of west to our picnic. So he just stayed overnight and left with us. And when we got home on Saturday from our family picnic, he just went ahead home. He hung around for a little while, but not too long. Avoided the rain, because we got in just in time to avoid the rain. We did not have the rain down at the picnic at the park that they had said we would. I can't see this, so I'm going to have to open this because this is in my way, which was good. It was hot and humid, as is normal for New Jersey, but it was very breezy, which was extremely helpful. So it kept it comfortable, which was nice. And so then when we got home, we're driving home, and as we were coming, you know, into my brother's neighborhood there, we're watching the clouds forming, and I'm like, so I took out my phone and I put my compass on to see, you know, what direction, and I'm like, well, nope, that's west of us. It's not past us. We're gonna get hit with it. So we quickly unloaded the van. We got everything inside, and about 10 minutes later, it started to pour, just absolutely pour. So we were, you know, comfortably indoors. I'm just gonna, whoops, my poor sweater fell on the floor. Hang on a minute. I'm rolling over it with my chair. Okay, hang on. There we go. I'll put it up there. I'm just gonna stick this in my file. That's my extra paper that I have used. So there's only parts of it. It's not whole. Okay, so anyway, okay, so that's the back. Don't know if I'm going to do anything with that yet. All right, so let's pause on the story, the vacation saga, and let's see what we're going to do. So here was the next thing I was thinking about doing, and I have marks on here where I want to score them. And this was what I thought I would do. I would put them in here, one here, fold it. There'll be a score line here, and fold it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to make it a pocket on the other side or what I was going to do. I was going to do the same on this side, but if I did that, of course, I cover this. So yeah, so we're going to rethink that one. I don't know if I'm you know what I think I'll do with my glue all over my fingers. Let me go ahead. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and score this, and I can use my little scoreboard here for that. I'll score it on whatever this line is that I have. Looks like a 1 5/8 or something like that. So let me go ahead and score that. Okay. So let's do that. I think I'm going to trim this. Okay, 1 5/8, right? Okay, let me just put a little line here, right there, and let me get my trimmer. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is just make pockets. So if I line this up 1 1/2 5/8, no. Okay. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go. All right. I'm just gonna do it this way. I think we'll start with this. I'm just, again, I do a lot by eye, and I don't mean that as a joke. Is that enough? Nope, I think I want a little bit, just a hair more. So we're gonna go here, just a little bit more. Okay. All right, I think that would be good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Which means I've got to do the same thing to this one. So let's cut this one down. Well, you know what? Let's do it in the same order or I'll mess it up. Okay, so let's go ahead here. I've got a thing of lace things over here that I've really haven't yet put away. So where's that line? Okay, there we go. Couldn't see the dot for the shadows up here, so. Alrighty. Okay, so we have that. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a little score. I don't think I'm gonna need this for a little while. Okay, and then I am going to cut this right here. All right. And then we will do this just the inside of that little dot. Okay. All right. Then what I'm going to do, because I always forget to do this, and I just saw somebody else doing it again, is do the holes, right? How big was this? I think it's 7 inches. It's just, yes, it's 7 inches. Oh my goodness. All right, pick my papers back up here. So 7 inches is 3 1/2, right? 3 1/2. That looks reasonable. I never think to use these for my pockets. Always forget. Okay, so we have that one. Ta-da! Of course, I probably should have covered it first, but that's all right. I'll just go back. You know what? Let's see. I get ahead of myself. All right, I'm gonna put this over here. Now the question is, I'm trying to think here. I did it again. Keep knocking that on the floor. The question is, okay, I think what I want to do, I'm going to just put a little line on this side, and what that is just I'm going where this folds here. I'm just going to put that little line there because I'm thinking I may want to make another little shallow pocket over here. So let's see. This is my problem. You see, I've got to keep doing this stuff. stop. You must stop. All right. Hang on a minute, because I'm gonna need another. I know I don't have that twice. So let me come back here. I'm just gonna put this, lay it across the top of my garbage can. See what I do have. That one's got lines, that one doesn't. These are things. All right, and I think I've been through here before, so I am going to what? So I'm trying to keep it so that it matches the color scheme, which isn't unreasonable, right? Okay, let me put this back here. All right, and let me then, I'm trying to think of what I'm going to have enough of. All right, I need something that's going to cover the inside. We're going to do that on the inside, and that, I can do it. It's a little shy, but I can put something down the center. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Put this back up here. Why am I stuck? Know how it locked. I don't remember locking it. Okay. All right. Sooner or later, somebody's going to come down here and say something about dinner. Alrighty, what time is it? I actually should look at my camera up here and see how long I've gone. I may stop and pick up again. I can cut out some of this by doing the mundane stuff off the camera. All right, let me see what my time is. All right, let's just do this. Let me try to get this one done. I'm gonna cut this down the middle. 5.5. Okay. And if I did, well, you know what? Now let's just do that. Because I was thinking if I don't put the pocket way in, I won't need the paper out on the edge. However, I still like the idea of putting something different down the center. So we will go ahead. Let's see if I can see an edge here. Certain light, I can see certain things. Where am I? I just saw it. Aha, there I am. Okay. Sometimes when I trim with the big scissors, I don't get close enough. All right, I think that's okay. Everything else seems to be okay. All right, I am going to go ahead and just ink these edges, and I think I'm going to go ahead and ink the other ones. I'm not going to go across the bottom because I know I'm going to cut that part off. But let me just go ahead and ink these. Okay, this one I will do across the bottom. Okay. Okay. Then I got to go back and clean my table off here because I'm making a mess. All right. I'll get the other side later. Let me just wipe here. One day I may just turn this around so the tape is on the other side over here where I don't work so much. Though I've probably taped over. No, I haven't taped over there yet. Not yet, anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead, glue this down. Okay. All right. And I know I don't have to go all the way to the edge on the inside. Oh, so anyway, just popped back into my head. So we went to the picnic, we came home, we avoided the rain, my son goes home, I don't need it over there. And then on Sunday morning, we got up and we were gonna get on the road by 6, but you know, that didn't happen. We got on the road by 7, but it still was okay. And we headed out towards Maine. Now, we know from experience there's certain places on the ride that traffic just, you know, backs up. But this was, you know, end of the summer, technically speaking. You know, we're nearing the end. A lot of kids in a lot of places are going back to school this next couple of weeks. So, you know, for many families, if they took family vacations, they only had these last, you know, 2-3 weeks, and kids are having to be back at school again. So I'm going to leave that on its side. And so fortunately for us, we were more or less, except for a few little small delays, nothing bad, nothing like we really expected. We were sailing along, watching everybody else on the other side of the highway heading out of Maine and home on a Sunday. So we did really well. And then on the way home on Tuesday, we also did very well because everybody was already gone for the weekend. They had come and gone. So, but we had a really, really, really nice visit with our friends. We stopped first at a town called Old Orchard Beach in Maine and visited some retired friends of ours, and we went out to lunch and had a birthday lunch with them. Geez, did I cut that straight? It looks crooked to me. Ay, ay, ay. But we had a beautiful lunch with them. Then we went back to their house and we sat and we chatted for a very long while, which was nice. We really had to, you know, kind of curb ourselves because we had promised, you know, it was another 40-minute ride further north to our friend's house, and we had said mid to late afternoon, and it was now late afternoon heading towards the evening. It's like 5:30 when we left, but it had been such a long time, thanks to COVID, since we had seen them that yeah, so we wanted to take some time and visit with them. So that was nice. It had probably been about 5 years since we had seen them, and they're looking wonderful, and we had a wonderful visit. And one thing my husband and I discovered, which we were talking about on the way home when we, you know, we're finally on our way home on August 1st, what we discovered is we do not laugh enough. We had such a good time. Yeah, that's right. We had such a good time, you know, first with family, and then, you know, visiting with old friends and reminiscing and talking about things and just like really practically belly laughing. And then, you know, we get up to our friend's house and gosh, we saw their kids for the first time in about 4 or 5 years, and they went from being like little adolescents to towering over us, and they're all in college and they're all driving, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing what just a few years can do, especially where children are concerned. But we had, you know, grand time visiting with them, celebrated my husband's birthday, His birthday was Sunday, which was the day we traveled up. But we didn't have his birthday dinner, steak and lobster, until Monday. And it was just, you know, our friends and their 3 kids and us and her parents, our friend's parents, the wife. She grew up in Maine, and her parents still live in the house that she grew up in, and they're only about 20 minutes away. And we've become very good friends with them over the years as well. And so they came, which was lovely. Earlier in the day, my husband and Dave, the husband, our friend, is that right? No, what did I do? I don't know what I did, but it fits now. It's going over the line, so let me just go ahead and, I don't know. Oh my gosh, is this gonna, how did I do that? Well, obviously I did something. All right, hang on 1 minute. This isn't going anywhere. I'm just gonna grab my trimmer. Now how I do this, I cut it, swear I cut it in half. Ay, ay, ay. I'm just taking a little bit off, guys, so it doesn't go into the crease of the folio here. So they went with his father-in-law and went to the driving range, and the youngest son of our friends, who is like, you know, 6'2" and now a bodybuilder. And the last time I saw him, he was probably about 4 feet tall and scrawny little kid. Just unbelievable. And the boys all have deep voices. No more squeaky little kid voices. It's, ay, ay, ay. It's very sobering, you know, very sobering. So anyway, so yeah, so we did that, and then Trista, my friend, and I went blueberry picking and out to the ocean, because, you know, it is Maine. And then we had lunch together, and we had a really good girl time, which for me is extremely rare. Except when I get with my sister, there is no such thing as girl time in my life. So anyway, I'm going to stop with the story there. I'm going to stop with the video, and then I'm going to just do a little bit more, and then I'm going to come back with a second video, and hopefully finish this off. Okay, so in the meantime, guys, be safe, be happy, and be blessed. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.